Rik'an, I didn't mean to make you feel like I abandoned you. That's the last thing I wanted. What's going to happen to me? Rik'an?
You betrayed Hera. Your fate is her decision. You brought it on yourself. You helped the enemy destroy everything I built for Hera. You humiliated me. It was stupid, Sahar. I don't understand why you did it. Why did you do it?
To save you? All your strength, all your loyalty, Hera will throw it away. She'll throw you away. I know that you're angry with me, but I promise, no matter what happens, I will never leave you behind again. Even after everything we've lost, we've always had each other. I'm sorry that I took you for granted.
We need you in the briefing room. It's urgent.
Understood. I'm on my way. Rivix, whatever it is you want, now is not the time. I have urgent matters to attend to.
I don't doubt that. But there's something you should know. Immediately.
I'm accompanying an envoy that's just landed on Odessen. An envoy that includes most of the Dark Council.
I've had nothing about a visit from them.
Yes, well, they're hoping to catch you by surprise. To leave you no time to refute the accusations they would like to level against you.
Word of Malgus's escape has resulted in some unexpected consequences. Dissidents of all kinds see this as a symbol of the Empire's weakness. Violent unrest is rampant.
There are some who would cast aspersions on you for allowing this to happen. It was your associate who freed Malgus from Imperial custody, after all. And the Empress has accepted the validity of these criticisms. She demands an explanation.
Between you and me, I believe the seeds of her distrust were planted by someone else.
The tension between Darth Krovos and Darth Zarian has worsened as of late. I can't help but wonder if either of them are attempting to draw attention from their dispute, or something they may be planning. Krovos, especially, would have cause to bring such an inconvenience to your doorstep. It's no secret that you've had misgivings about the Empire's scrutiny of your actions. Many could use that against you.
But I want you to know that I am utterly unconvinced of the other's suspicion. And I certainly do not agree with their method of confronting you.
Can you stall the others?
I will do my best.
Looks like we've got company. The Dark Council decided to drop in for a surprise inspection.
Of course. We'll make this quick so we can deal with whatever they'd like to fuss about today.
As expected, we received another communication from Jadus. A direct transmission to Odessen. Encrypted, of course, but T7 has graciously solved that problem for us.
Not much in the message, just a set of coordinates. And after Jadus's not-so-subtle invitation, I think we can guess what he wants you to do.
I don't like this. We don't know where these coordinates lead. It could be to Jadus, it could be to anything. What if we take this to the Dark Council, since they've graced us with their presence?
That'll just complicate things.
The situation is already complicated. With their support, we can find Jadus quickly and eliminate any chance of him expanding his reach.
They didn't come here to offer help, and they'll interfere at every turn. If we want information on Malgus, if it exists, then we should handle Jadis on our own.
Well, you've done it once before. Think on what I said, at least. Before Jadis becomes a problem that's too big to solve. A bold move by the Empress, bringing the Dark Council here unannounced.
Well, they have several very important grievances they'd like to discuss.
What else is new?
This is not what I was expecting.
I do hope you weren't running off anywhere important.
I do have somewhere I need to be. I'm afraid I don't have time to entertain you.
I must insist that you make time. Malgus's escape is unacceptable. He and his accomplice have only added to the continued strain on the Empire's resources. You assured us that you would speak to Mandalore about our concerns over her war. We trusted you had the situation in hand.
Shay acted alone. This has nothing to do with us.
That is irrelevant. The fact remains that Heta Kol continues her war because of Shay Vizsla's incompetence.
And we know that Malgus seeks the destruction of the Sith. We must eliminate him, and anyone who aids him.
You have been operating without proper oversight for far too long.
You can rest assured that we're doing everything we can on all of those fronts. But I ask that you trust that I know what I'm doing.
It's not our trust that you need, it's our confidence. And at the moment, you do not have it.
You have obligations to fulfill, and we will not accept failure or resignation.
May I suggest we continue this conversation elsewhere? Somewhere private?
Yes, I think we should. This would not be the first time Malgus has tried to topple the Empire. Now that he is free to make another attempt, we must be ready to cut him off from any potential resources. Knowing what Darth Nul's holocron is capable of, and what Malgus wishes to achieve, we cannot risk it falling into his hands. Despite your willingness to share its secrets, we should never have allowed you to keep the holocron here.
No matter, that is why we are here, after all. The holocron, if you would be so kind.
I don't like this, but if it will relieve your concerns...
You've done something to it. Explain!
I don't know what you're talking about. It's never done that.
You are the only one who's had access to it.
What are you suggesting?
That you are hiding something. Is this some misguided effort to shield Mandalore? Or perhaps it is her fellow fugitive you're hoping to protect?
Lord Krovos, perhaps we should take a moment. Let cooler heads prevail, before someone says something they cannot take back.
Silence, everyone. We do not have time to linger here while we debate these accusations. But we also cannot allow you to roam free with this dangerous relic in hand. You are hereby confined to Odessen, effective immediately. While Null's holocron is in our possession, we will determine the extent of its damage. You will remain here until Malgus is caught. Or until we are satisfied that you have not tampered with Null's holocron in any way that would be detrimental to his capture.
This is ridiculous. You can't do that.
This is a matter of Imperial security. I will not have my orders questioned.
You are pushing the limits of your authority, Asina.
And yet my decision is still in everyone's best interest, including yours.
We will be leaving a security detachment in place after we depart. Do not attempt anything rash.
Well, that was entertaining.
I knew there was suspicion, but I never expected anything like this.
If anyone thinks they can imprison me in my own base, they've got another think coming.
Good. Now is not the time to adhere to such ridiculous demands. If the Dark Council's concerns regarding Malgus are as serious as they claim, then the restrictions they've placed on you are in grievous error.
I don't disagree, but before we make things worse, we should think carefully about what we want to do next.
We must act. Quickly. Which you cannot do while you are locked up here.
A bold recommendation, Lord Rivix. Do you plan to take on some of the risk?
Of course. I wouldn't have suggested it otherwise.
What should we do about Jadus? The message he sent.
Darth Jadus? No one's seen him in years. Pretty sure everyone thinks he's dead.
Might as well be, since he's managed to demand our attention without worrying about any consequences.
He's very much alive, and for some reason just as interested in Malgus as everyone else. He's offered assistance, but we're not sure what he's really after.
These coordinates Jadus sent. It's not much, but knowing him, it's the best we're going to get. If you two are going to get out of here, you should look into them. I doubt this lead will be good for long.
How do we get past the Empire's lockdown?
I'll help keep people busy, and you'll be back before anyone realizes something's up. There's some, well, let's just say I know ways to move around the base without anyone knowing. Lon and I will walk you through it.
What of Null's holocron? Do you think it wise to leave it in the Dark Council's possession?
I know what you mean, but there's something wrong with it. I don't think it would be a good idea to take it off Odessen.
If something unfavorable has happened to the holocron, better you should have it, don't you think?
You're asking for trouble, Rivix.
Perhaps you're right.
You'll need backup, you know, to go and potentially meet Jadus. Just say the word and I'm there. Don't much like the idea of you two going alone.
Your presence here would be much more valuable, Major. Leverage your influence with Lord Krovos to keep her distracted.
That I can do.
We shouldn't waste any more of our precious little time. I will analyze the security measures being put in place. With any luck, we'll find a straightforward path to your ship.
Don't think I'm about to question your choices or anything, but do you think this is a good idea? You're probably the most capable person I've ever met, and if you can't smell that something's off about this situation, then it's worse than I feared. I'll be very upset with you if you don't come back in one piece.
I'm sure there's nothing to worry about, Major. Just another mission in a very long line of them.
Suppose I can't argue with that.
Everyone's in position. Time to move.
Well, that's you. Stay safe out there, yeah?
I'm sending you the passcode sequence that Theron programmed to open a hidden passage. It should be in the console.
Theron, when did you do all of this?
You did give me a lot of freedom when we were building this place, and a good spy knows the importance of having a few secret passages.
There's a utility hatch. You'll need to open it to access the turbo lift shaft. Behind the bar, there's a ladder that will take you beneath the cantina.
Where's this ladder?
Push the dispenser aside. It will open the hatch that leads below.
No time for a drink?
Not if you want to escape Odessen before the Empire catches on.
I've never been down here before.
I don't know when you would have had the occasion to. It's cold storage for the cantina. Drop down that cargo lift and wait. T7 is working on the next step. Make sure you lock down the cargo lift. Wouldn't want anyone following you. Hold your position. T7 is taking control of a loader droid to bring you a uniform.
Thought I'd have to resort to sneaking around my own base like I have something to hide.
Hey, come on, it's not so bad. At least you've got company. Once you've got your uniform on, stay calm. And try to act casual.
We don't want you to draw too much attention to yourself.
So far, so good. You blend right in.
Of course I am. This is far from the most complex identity I've assumed.
I've identified the most expeditious route to your ship. What's your status? I beg your pardon?
Sit tight. He's almost there.
Commander, a warning. Your ship is under guard. We'll need another way off planet.
Any ideas how we get off-world without a ship?
You stay in your disguise, and I can get us to one of the shuttles. Any sign of the commander?
No, my lord. All clear.
Stay alert, Sergeant. The commander may very well try to reach his ship. This way. Carefully now.
My lord.
I am to deliver a dispatch to Captain Helos aboard the Affliction. I require a shuttle. The shuttle?
Of course, my lord. Proceed to LP3.
One step closer.
And I believe this will improve your spirits as well.
I thought I made it clear that it was better off on Odessen.
And I believe that was the wrong decision. Better with you than in the hands of the Empress. This Imperial shuttle is equipped with proper flight clearance and valid security codes. We should be able to leave without incident.
Unless they notice that Null's holocron is missing.
We will pass undetected. Trust me. Just as planned. Let's take our leave, shall we? So, Darth Jadus has resurfaced. And conveniently at the exact opportune moment. The question is, does he truly have insight on Darth Malgus?
Jadus will most certainly have information on Malgus. His price for sharing it is a different question. We get as much as we can from him, and we get out.
We'll most certainly need to keep our wits about us. As cavalier as this plan is, I do believe that it's the right course. I do hope you understand why I could not leave the holocron in the hands of the Empire. The Dark Council's priorities are more amongst themselves than any true threats to the Empire.
The Dark Council rarely makes things simple.
Which is why we must often seek our own path. We're here. Most intriguing. These are the exact coordinates Jadus provided.
That ship looks derelict. Why would Jadus lead us here?
I doubt that Jadus would make things simple for us.
Take us in.
quite the mystery.
Stay sharp.
All the classic signs of an ambush. Regardless, I'm sure we'll manage. I'm not certain this is Jadis's ship. It doesn't look like any Imperial design I know. If this is an ambush, at least we'll have time to prepare. Well, that's quite the show of force.
Gathering followers has never been a problem for Jadis.
Welcome to the Enigma.
A fitting name, but I think your ship could use some work.
This ship is a wondrous artifact, but it does not belong to me. It is simply the key to many mysteries I wish to solve. I appreciate your accepting my invitation. I will admit, I did not know for certain if you would follow the trail. But if anyone has the determination and resolve to leave no stone unturned, it is you.
Obviously, we're familiar with each other's work. If we have a common cause, perhaps we can work together.
And so we shall. Our goals are aligned. It is only logical that we should collaborate with one another.
And what do you think my goals are?
To stop Heta Kol and break her hidden chain. To thwart Malgus's plans. To bring order to the galaxy. A sequence of events has been set in motion, and you have placed yourself at its core. The version of Darth Null's machine that you destroyed on the Hidden Chain's prison ship was merely a prototype. Heta Kol and her followers have nearly completed a full-scale version of Null's masterpiece. But Malgus intends to wrench it from her grasp, and Heta Kol cannot stop him. This must not come to pass. Malgus must not be allowed to use Null's machine.
I know what Null intended to do with her machine, but how is Malgus planning to use it?
To throw the galaxy into chaos and flames. Malgus is no longer the warrior he was. He is a broken man, obsessed with his own legacy. He's been thwarted, defeated, and caged, maddened by the need for vengeance. All that's left for him is a grand gesture that will burn his name in the stars. So he believes.
Why do you want to see Malgus fail?
I am the order to Malgus's chaos. Malgus would allow fear to run rampant, burning everything to ash. Better to control the fear, and guide the galaxy with a firm hand. The true power, the only one I have need of, is bound to you. You hold Null's prize creation in your hand, the potential key to all of her masterworks. Each of her designs, including this ship, connected and controlled by the information in the holocron. But in order to use any of them to their maximum effect, the full power of the holocron must be unlocked. Null's machine cannot be mastered without doing so. This is something only you can achieve. Here and now.
I've been across the galaxy and back to learn what I have about Darth Null. How do you know so much about the holocron?
As I said, I have need of its power. It would be careless of me to be uninformed of its inner workings, or its whereabouts. Anything I did not know, I have learned from the Enigma. A shift in power is coming. You have been warned of it, witnessed it numerous times. Null's machine is only a part of it. Good intentions are not enough. The only way to preserve the galaxy is through structure, order, fear. You have the power, but I have the focus. Together, we can do what no one else can. You've come so far, made so many significant decisions to arrive at this crossroads, and now that you are here, I trust that you will make the correct decision once more.
Please consider this offer carefully. We are outnumbered and on hostile ground.
I will never allow you or anyone else to use Null's machine.
Sadly predictable. But still, such a waste. Very well. Let your blood be the first to anoint the dawning of the new age.
Get up, Rivix!
Enough!
Are you all right? Relatively speaking?
I'm fine. Just not thrilled about what happened. What about you?
Yes, I believe so.
I take it we're locked in?
Naturally. What do you suggest?
We look for a way off this ship, hopefully without running into traps. I'm not interested in playing Jadis's game.
This has to lead somewhere. We may as well start here. Looks like we'll need to play Jadis's game to earn our freedom. must be deliberate. The effort to maintain life on a starship this old is astronomical. This place reminds me of Dromund Kaas. Well, none of the spots I'd care to frequent, anyway. This seems promising.
A thousand pardons, but I cannot return until balance is restored.
Balance? What do you mean?
Perhaps a different type of containment program would work. If I simply ensure that the next design is more stringent... Blast it! They still do not concede.
I don't understand. Was she referring to the two of us?
I think she was talking about them.
No! Mindless brutality is not the way to restore order! You are an impediment to my progress.
Perhaps a softer touch would apply here?
I do not know. Our master has created many such simulations to study the nature of the Force. This is but one of them. I am Renaya, Master of the Jedi Order, Defender of Peace, Preserver of Balance, Patron of Knowledge.
That was Darth Nul, before she became a Sith, wasn't it? With fewer fancy titles, of course.
I am not a Sith. I am a research protocol created from Master Renaya's memories, designed for the study of Jedi philosophy and psychology. My current research task is restoring the ecosystem of this disharmonious place. It has proved quite challenging.
A very optimistic assessment of your progress here.
In spite of my efforts to separate various species into compatible subbiomes, creatures that should be safe and content, if not thriving, are instead suffering. Plants overgrow their bounds and choke what is beyond. Bodies of water that were once full of egg clutches now spawn nothing. Prey and predator alike languish and decay. Instead of bringing protection and purpose to this ecosystem, my efforts to apply structure have only strengthened the chaos. That is not the purpose of this experiment. It's the containment fields. That must be it. If I increase the durability of the force field by at least 200%...
She seemed to respond to Null's holocron when you held it. Perhaps, if we ease some of her obsession with this biome, she could tell us about the holocron. This Jedi is in for a rude awakening on the nature of dark places. Typical Jedi, thinking they can control the uncontrollable.
goes against the stability I have worked to create, and yet progress is being made. I sought harmony, but what I created was stagnation. My analysis is complete. Please return to me. The biome's natural balance, its true balance, has been restored through your efforts. Inflexible concepts of order forced upon any society or system may harm more than they help. I have much to process. My analysis is complete. I will take these findings, along with my data from the previous biome, with me to the Enigma's mainframe. If you have need of further information, ask. Otherwise, you are free to begin the process to upload this protocol to the mainframe. I will return to the mainframe, where I will await protocol synchronization. Its primary function is to serve as a repository of all knowledge its creator possesses. However, its functionality is limited in its current state. That is all I am capable of expressing on this topic. My records contain data from the experiences of Master Renaya. By the very method of my creation, I am precluded from having any insight into the experiences of Darth Null. Renaya often felt that her desire for personal freedom and her passion for empowering others marked her as an outcast among the Jedi. But as her confidence in her own beliefs grew, so did her followers. She welcomed this and vowed to share all of her knowledge with as many as she could, until she discovered the limits the Jedi were willing to enforce upon her generosity. My purpose is not to determine whether a task is achievable. My purpose is to determine ways to bring order and balance where there is none. The weak need protection, just as the strong need control and regulation. Unchecked, they grow beyond their means. They spread chaos.
Would you be able to assist us in reaching it?
I cannot. I do not possess the necessary level of integration with the ship's framework. From here, I can only go to the Enigma's mainframe.
Truly a scalefish out of water. Hopefully she learned something from a darker experience. Things will not go well for us if we don't understand Jadis's strategy. We must look for any opportunity.
Thank you for your generosity. May the Force be with you.
What happens next?
She said there was another biome. Let's see what we can find.
Null must have had good reason for maintaining these biomes. It's amazing they're still intact. I can tell by the saccharine environs that this must be a Jedi biome. I believe we've found somewhere of importance. The question is, what now?
Possible to make them more aggressive. Alterations to the diurnal cycle of the simulation have proven fruitless.
Another nonsensical rambling hollow projection.
But this one looks like Darth Null.
Assimilation? No. I cannot leave yet. The work here is not done.
What work?
I will prove that the strong will ever dominate the weak. If you wish to stay, you must prove you're strong enough to belong.
So much for a pleasant conversation.
You are strong. Very well. Perhaps you can be of use to me. Correct. In a sense. I was created to assist Darth Null in various research projects where an isolated Sith perspective would prove beneficial.
You seem a bit out of place.
I am currently focused on resolving the flaws present in this biome.
Other than some overly aggressive fauna, this place seems pleasant enough.
Your personal observations have been recorded, but they are inconsequential. It is empirically flawed. This biome was originally inhabited by a diverse mix of beasts, both predator and prey. They existed together with little to no conflict among them, most puzzling. Large herds congregated near peaceful waters, and the predators would not strike. They would not dominate the weak, even if their own spawn went hungry. I have made numerous improvements to the environment in order to rectify these errors, but the response is the same. The predators still fail to eliminate their lessers. They have grown mangy and dim-witted, as likely to attack each other as their natural prey. They have damaged the biome's infrastructure for reasons that do not make sense. No matter my solution, no matter my strategy, the outcome is the same. The predators do not wield their strength, what they were born to do. Motivation. Reinforcement. Whatever is necessary to push these beasts to fully utilize their strength. Perhaps if I tried a stronger frequency, it may be that their auditory capabilities are not as keen as I had thought.
This is charmingly familiar. I'm sure if we help solve her grievances, she will go to the mainframe as well. I wonder what the protocol is doing to stir the animals into such a frenzy. Without these disruptors, hopefully she won't be able to drive the beasts to madness.
What are you doing? Cease your interference!
She is certainly no friend to those predators. They look quite unwell.
I don't understand.
Now we're animal wranglers. This has certainly been an eventful day.
Fascinating. I must report my findings. An unexpected conclusion. Aggression, when not properly focused, can lead to weakness rather than strength. Specific circumstances, including the symbiotic relationship of environmental factors, must be taken into account. Curious. It appears that while I was occupied with my experiments, someone attempted to access the Enigma's files. Numerous times.
Do you mean Jadis?
That name is not found in any of the records I can access. I must return to the Enigma's mainframe with my findings and ensure that nothing has been tampered with. If there is any other information I can impart, say so now. Otherwise, you may begin the process to upload this protocol to the mainframe. Its primary function is to serve as a repository of all Darth Null's knowledge. However, its functionality is limited in its current state. At the moment, I am incapable of expressing more than this. Darth Null had a relentless drive to understand the great mysteries of life and the Force, and to share her findings with the galaxy. She knew that there are many different paths to power, each with its own advantages. Intellect and cunning were hers.
How fortunate for her that she was thrown out of the Jedi.
The Sith embraced, even encouraged her brilliant mind and the things she created. But her greater intellectual freedom came at a cost. Harmony is death. Without conflict, there is no growth, no advancement. The strong prey on the weak, and the strong become stronger, but so do the weak. They are forced to adapt and improve, or risk annihilation. They are forced to pursue their fullest potential, as all life should.
Straightforward, like last time. We're nearly there.
Your assistance has been most useful. May the Force serve you well.
That was certainly an experience. If you enjoy the company of delightfully unhinged holo projections.
Jadis isn't through with us yet. Let's keep moving.
I sense we are reaching the end of Null's puzzle. Best to be alert.
Balance will not come from chaos! Strength will not come from peace!
They're going to tear the ship apart!
Look there, on the main console.
We must hurry!
What's wrong? It appears the holocron's connection will take some time to resolve. Unfortunate. It seems even the ship's systems wish to impede our effort.
Let them try.
I must cleanse the rot!
You'd think a scientist would have a faster mainframe.
Your chaos ends here!
Best, we're halfway there. At best.
The strong succeed! The weak must fall!
Any moment now!
Your chaos ends here! I'm not strong enough. There is no balance without conflict.
Data merge complete. Hello, I am Darth Null's personality matrix, ready to assist in your research efforts.
What do you mean? What exactly can you help me with?
Whatever knowledge Darth Null possesses, which is a great deal, I may share with you. Put simply, I am Null. Her memories, her experiences, her knowledge, from all stages of her life, now contained within this holocron. Null believed that by fragmenting the contradictory parts of her being, she could better understand the nature of the galaxy, of the Force, and of herself. And now the inquiry is finally complete. It will take some time to process the collected data. Unfortunately, it appears the prolonged absence of Darth Null herself has created many unforeseen conditions on this ship.
So we've noticed.
Jadis mentioned unlocking the holocron's full power. What does that mean?
Darth Jadis. I'm unfamiliar with that name. I would be unable to compile probable interpretations of his words with any certainty. However, I may provide a suitable estimation. The holocron's personality matrix is active. With its completion, it is possible to command any of Darth Null's creations as you see fit.
Does that mean there's a way off this ship?
Now that I am fully reconstructed, I can assist you in assuming control of any system on the Enigma.
What of Darth Null's machine? Can you control it as well?
While I am now a complete repository of Null's knowledge, I cannot control Null's creations myself. But with her knowledge, I can assist the user in operating the machine to its complete capabilities. Darth Null designed the machine with a singular intention: to alert billions of sentients to their connection with the Force, whether it had been forgotten or simply never known at all. The holocron enables the machine's operation, but my functionality enhances it. With my assistance, the user can direct a message to all those in the known galaxy with a connection to the Force. Those who receive the message would have the opportunity to explore their relationship with the Force, free to develop it as they wished, empowered to discover their own strength without the false dogmas that have plagued 1,000 generations.
If that happened, it would be chaos. The galaxy would be overrun with endless violence.
Conflict is the natural state of a galaxy populated by heterogeneous intelligent species. It is inevitable. But, with the machine, one might change the nature of conflict. Reaching as many inhabitants of the galaxy as possible requires strategic positioning of the machine. Darth Null built her machine on Elom. Perplexing. My data logs indicate that the holocron was disconnected from the machine, sometime within the last of Elom's solar cycles.
Darth Malgus destroyed that machine, along with Null's temple.
If operating the machine located on Elom is impossible, a planet in close proximity will do. Based on my current knowledge of the galaxy, Kashyyyk is an ideal substitute, with a high probability of success.
Bringing you here was not such a waste after all. Kashyyyk is where the hidden chain have come so very close to completing Null's machine. I am pleased to hear my efforts have not been wasted. With the final component complete, your role in this endeavor has come to an end. You will relinquish the holocron to me.
You are not getting the holocron, Jadis.
All the power and skill at your disposal, and you still fail to recognize the real threat.
going to regret this, Rivix.
I sincerely apologize for the ruse. I know this will be of little comfort, but my actions are truly nothing personal. After working so closely with Asina, it's clear that her grip on the Empire is tenuous. The galaxy is poised to follow a stronger leader. This is the smart choice.
After so many impossible victories, how do you find defeat?
This isn't over.
I'm afraid it is.
I know where real power lies, and it isn't with you. It was never with you.
No. What is this? Jadus!
Once again, you are a pawn in a larger game. Struggle as you might, you cannot take the board.
You left me on that ship. You left me to die.
Stop! Jadus!
I welcome your finding me on Kashyyyk. You and your allies will witness my ultimate triumph. You cannot stop it.
What use are you to us?
Oh, look. You fell for someone else's lies. You were blind then. You're blind now.
This isn't real. This isn't real.
Please respond. Blast it, are you there?
I'm here! Don't you dare let go!
I knew that fraud was up to something. But this? Can't help but wonder how long he'd been plotting his little dereliction, or how no one saw it coming. Malgus, Jadus, now Rivix. Why can't these Sith just play their stupid games somewhere else and leave the rest of us in peace?
Major, we need you to... Oh good, she's found you. Well done, Major. It seems your instincts were correct. Your absence from Odessen was discovered. I don't know how, but the Dark Council are very unhappy about it.
There's no time to deal with them. We need to gather our forces and prepare for battle. Contact Jakaya. We'll need the Mandalorians as well.
Where are we headed?
Kashyyyk.
Understood. See you soon.
So, to Kashyyyk then. To another Sith trying to put the rest of us under his boot. We've all got enough on our plates without the people in charge always looking for new ways to flip the table. Or to betray the Empire, in Rivik's case.
I don't know why you're surprised. Jadus wanted a lackey. All he had to do was offer Rivik's power, and he'd jump ship.
Well, if you knew all that, a word of warning would have been nice. Sorry. Listen to me, going on like this, when you've been dealing with the worst of it.
A lot has happened. You're well within your rights to be angry about it.
Don't know if I'm angry so much as... apprehensive. Do you think we can win this? You stopped him once before. What are the odds we do it again?
The odds don't matter. We cannot let him succeed, so we won't, no matter what it takes.
When you put it like that, who am I to worry? Sit tight, I'll get us back safe.
You assured me that she was not necessary for the new machine to work. So tell me, why is it not working?
Field Marshal! I've captured the traitor. What are you... Ah!
No! Ah! I only see one traitor in chains. My most trusted Hibir, how you have fallen. You dare come to me still on your feet after you so spectacularly failed in your duty. So much was taken from me because of your inadequacy. Why would you think I would want to see your face again?
I have served you. Served your cause without question. No one has been as loyal to you as I have.
I don't need loyalty. I need victory! Parjai, anything less is meaningless! I thought you understood that, Rik'an, but it seems that I was mistaken. Your sister has warped your sense of priority, and you, weak-willed and soft, failed to resist it. Despite your failings, Null's machine, the one that will bring us victory, is nearly complete. Once I have the dead Sith's holocron back, you will have your only chance to prove that you are worth your place in the hidden chain. The place I have given you.
Field Marshal, are you prepared to accept my offer?
It's time to end this.